Hey there guys, this is Chris from Sleeper Hit Reviews, and today I'm going to be talking a little bit about the Nintendo Switch because the press conference just happened a few days ago, and I've had some time to go look around and see all the facts and see exactly what we know about the Switch. I'm going to talk to you guys about what I think is going to make this thing successful and what I think could actually end up making this thing a failure. So let's hop right in. I'm going to be getting everything directly from Nintendo's website, so if you want, you can go over there and check. Hopefully nothing has changed by the time you've watched this video, but let's hop right in. So here we are, the home page. Everything we know right now is, it's available March 3rd, which is roughly 6-7 weeks from now by the time you watch this video, and it's $299 US. You can convert that to your local currency if you'd like, but there's that. So I'm going to start directly with the system itself. So, what I think's really cool about the Nintendo Switch is the fact that it has a dock where it can be plugged up to your TV and run on your TV like a home console. And then you can take these two Joy-Con grips, which are these controllers right here, and you can actually slide them along the sides of it and hold it like a tablet represented here. Now, that's awesome. I mean, that's really ambitious, and it's cool to see neat tech like this come out. Now, pricing and the two models. Obviously, $299, and you have two different models. I don't see. Oh well, yeah. I guess this is the other one. You have the gray one, which has the gray Joy-Cons, and then the red and blue one. Don't like the neon red and blue Joy-Cons because it just looks a little tacky to me. Personal opinion, I'd rather just have matching colors like two blues or two reds. Come out with a fucking neon purple and I'd love that. But whatever. So everything about that, all dandy. All dandy. Perfectly good with that. Now, I do want to discuss the fact that this system is not as powerful as the Xbox One or PS4. My understanding is that it's running a version of the Tegra X1 chip, and that it's more powerful than the Wii U, but it's not as powerful as the Xbox One or PS4. The standard models. Not nearly as going to be as powerful as the Scorpio or the PS4 Pro. So, just let you guys know that's kind of a big thing with this console because, I mean, it's the size of a tablet. I mean, whether you like it or not, that little thing, that tablet is the system. And all the hardware is really in there. So, whether you like that or not, as long as the games are good and run fine, I'm okay with that. That doesn't matter to me. Now, this is something that I'm pretty pissed about, guys. The fucking prices of these controllers. Now, like I said, never been one to tout, like, how high the resolution can go on something. Or like, I've never been one of those bitches that's like, oh shit, it's running at 900p, I've got to have a fucking heart attack. But, here. This console is less powerful than the current systems. And it's $50 more than you can get either of those systems right now. The PS4 or Xbox One. That's, I mean, it's new tech. I see where they're coming from. It's home console and it's portable. I mean, you're getting the best of both worlds. They're probably going to try to bring in the library of two systems. Hopefully the developers from 3DS come over and the developers from the Wii U. So, I kind of get that. But still, these prices on accessories are outrageous. This controller right here is $70. That's more expensive than the PS4 or Xbox One controller. Now, something I haven't been able to see really clear yet is if this thing has a headphone jack. I would like to know if you'd be able to actually plug in a headset to this console and actually, talk online with it. Because I'll get to this in a second, but I understand that you may have to have a app on your phone downloaded to talk. That's fucking stupid if that's the case. Like, if I get this controller and there's no headphone jack, I might just boomerang this fucking thing across my yard. Now, the Joy-Con controllers, okay. It's two. They're pretty much saying each one is its own controller because you get these Joy-Con fucking straps which add a trigger to each one, 2 triggers to each one. Now, I don't know if the straps actually come with it. I think they do. I would assume so since the straps are shown on each box. Alright. And here is the Joy-Con charging grip. This is kind of deceiving because I don't know if this is the full case, but from reading into it, this is what it looks like. Okay. So up here, you look what's inside the box for if you were to buy this thing and pre-order it now. So you would get the Switch console, the Switch dock, the Joy-Con left, Joy-Con right, the wrist straps, so 2 wrist straps, 1 for each, and then a Joy-Con grip. It doesn't say Joy-Con charging grip in between that con and grip right there. I don't see it charging. So does that mean this is a separate thing? So I'm going to have to buy this thing, and then I'll have a Joy-Con grip that's just kind of laying around somewhere. My point is, if you were to buy that, you'd have a separate one. And you're obviously going to want someone else to play with you. So if I bought that, I'd already have the grip, so I'd probably buy the 2 Joy-Con controllers, right? Well, here's what kind of annoys me. The fact that if I spend this, that's 30, that's 80. See where I'm going with that? That's 110 fucking dollars. And then this is the more comfortable thing. The Pro controller is going to be more comfortable than any of it. And it's 70. Now, I know I bitched about the price of that, but I have a right to bitch about that too. So, yeah, whatever. And also, little side note, if you choose to buy one of these, a single Joy-Con, and don't buy the 2-pack, you're fucking stupid. Because $80 versus $50, understand difference in finances, but if you're going to buy one, you might as well save the $10 on a second one, which you'll probably buy later, because if you buy one, you're going to have half of an actual full controller there. That's not going to do anything for you. But, whatever. This, I'm not too worried about. The Nintendo dock set, that's fine. I mean, I understand wanting to have multiple docks because, say you have a dock in your living room and someone's like, oh, I want to watch this up there. And you're like, oh, okay, I'll let you watch this here. But you don't really want to play your Zelda Breath of the Wild on the tablet mode, on tabletop mode, where you use the kickstand and play it on that small 6.2-inch screen. And you're like, I'll just go upstairs, have another dock upstairs, and slam it down right there. That's fine with me. Whatever. I mean, that's fine. I wouldn't want to carry all those fucking cables up there either. Joy-Con wheels, no one cares about those. I'm not even going to discuss that. Alright. So, there's that. Now, let's talk about the online service. Like I was talking about the controller before and the auxiliary port and all that. Okay. So, the Switch has online. But here's the thing. It's going to be a paid service this time. Not at first, because the trial period in March, when the console comes out. Now it says during the fall of 2017, it will come out. Okay. Here's the thing. I'm going to read this small print down here. This service lets Nintendo Switch owners enjoy online multiplayer gaming as well as a dedicated smartphone app that connects to your Nintendo Switch system and helps you connect with friends for online play sessions. Alright, so, do I have to have an app to fucking talk to my friends online on my cell phone? If I have to download an app on my phone and then plug a headset into my phone and then have my Switch in front of me playing that, I'm using 2 damn devices. 2 separate devices. That's crazy. Now, what I'm saying, I don't think that will be the case, because here's what it says. It says, a dedicated smartphone app connects to your Nintendo Switch and helps you connect with friends. Alright, if it helps, I mean, whatever. If it's like a companion app to my Switch, and it's like the Switch app, and I'm just going through, I can browse my friends list, I can automatically invite them while I'm in a lobby between Splatoon and stuff. Okay, whatever. That's cool with me. But if you're telling me I can't party up with a friend and talk to him on the actual system itself without having that app, that's a fucking flop of a multiplayer right there that I'm paying for? They haven't even said the price of this online service. And here's another thing. They said the games that you get each month. See, it says monthly game download here. Alright. The monthly game download goes away. Whereas on the Xbox One and PS4, you get these 2 or 4 free games a month. And, oh my god. And you get to keep them after the next month rolls over, as long as you downloaded them. You get to keep them as long as your membership is active. That's fine. That's cool. I mean, I'm building a library while I'm already paying for something that I'm using consistently, and I'm loving. But here's the thing. If I didn't get to keep that game, what would I do? Because on the Switch, you're getting one game. They said one Super Nintendo game. First off, it's a Super Nintendo game. Not saying those aren't great games. Those are some incredible games on there. And they said some of them will have multiplayer support and whatever. But it goes away at the end of the month. I can't keep it if I redeemed it and I didn't get to play it that month. If I didn't get to play it that month, I didn't get to play it that month. And I won't get to play it unless I go buy it now. That's crazy. That's insane. I completely disagree with that. Unless this thing is significantly cheaper than Xbox Live or PlayStation Network, I don't want that. Like, that's stupid. I don't care how you look at that. Alright, so there's the multiplayer. That's out of the way. Now, we're going to discuss the games. So, big thing yesterday was that Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild would be releasing launch day on the Switch. That's cool. I'm all excited about that. They had me throwing money at the screen as soon as they said that. Alright, so they showed off a couple of other cool games like ARMS. That looks like that's going to be nice. This weird-ass 1-2 Switch gameplay. Don't really care about that. Splatoon 2 looks like more Splatoon with improvements. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. They said I can carry 2 items now, and that it has extra characters, and it's going to have more tracks. And yeah, I mean, I'm down with that. Snipper Clippers, don't know about that. We didn't even get a number on the FIFA. Skyrim, it's not a special edition, but it's Skyrim on the go. And there's one that's missing. Oh, I know. They announced a fucking Mario game called Mario Odyssey. Looks awesome. I mean, it looks great. It's supposed to be the successor to Super Mario 64. And it looks good. I mean, I'm ready for it. But here's the thing. These are all the games that are available at launch. Alright. The ones at launch are Super Bomberman R, 1-2 Switch, Zelda Breath of the Wild, and yeah, that's Skylanders Imaginators. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is good launch, right? Fuck no. That's bullshit. How many games is that? 1, 2, 3, 4 games. 4 games at launch. Alright. So, that's not the worst launch lineup ever. I mean, it's not awesome. but it's not great. I mean, look, we're getting one incredible sounding game, which is the Breath of the Wild. I mean, Bomberman, I'll play Bomberman. I love Bomberman, but that's probably a download title only. 1-2 Switch, if that's actually, if Super Bomberman R is a $60 title, fuck that. I'm not buying that. Oh! And then 1-2 Switch, which looks like a gimmicky, really, really gimmicky motion control game. I mean, I might have some fun with it like once and then not mess with it ever again. But that's that. And then Skylanders Imaginators, never been one for the Toys to Life thing. Alright, so the rest of the games that we have are FIFA. It's not numbered, so more than likely it's going to be a FIFA that is developed just for the Switch, because the PS4 and Xbox One would more than likely have a damn number. FIFA 18. So there's that. The Super Street Fighter. But look at all these games. These are all in the fall, the spring. None of them really have defined release dates. And here's one thing that pisses me off more than anything. Most of these are fucking ports. Xenoverse 2, Disgaea 5, fucking Just Dance, Farming Simulator, Fast RMX, which is a game called Fast Racing Neo on the Wii U. I mean, it's weird. Like, there's not really that many original titles. And this pisses me off more than anything. The fact that Mario Kart 8's been out for over a year now, and it's not coming out at launch. You're adding very few things to this game from what you've shown off. And it's not at launch? That's fucking stupid. Alright. So there's my rant on the games. This console needs content, Nintendo. It needs content to be able to be a good-ass console. I see you're merging your mobile market with your home console market, but this thing looks like it should have waited. Like the Switch should have waited to be launched until it had more games. Like, fuck it. If you wanted to release Zelda, go ahead and release Zelda on the Wii U. Sure, it'll be better on the Switch. But chances are the people who end up buying the Switch on pre-order are probably the same people that were going to buy Zelda on the Wii U. So, shit. Whatever. I'm going to get away from the games. Now I'm going to talk about, like, just kind of my last discussion part. Okay. So, I've said the Switch itself, the games look pretty solid. I mean, just seeing Super Mario Odyssey, this game looks great. I mean, now granted, he's in real life with like actual people. He looks fucking weird running next to like regular sized people, and then you realize how small he is. That fire hydrant he just ran by was the size of him. But, I mean, the gameplay's there. You can tell this game, though, was in development during the Wii U. But I think this is going to be a great title. This would have been an awesome title to launch with Nintendo. Just look at this. I mean, it looks like it's going to be meaty with content. And the gameplay's going to be there. I mean, you see new moves here. And his hat's an actual character now that he can throw. And it actually, like, come back to him, and he can use it as a jumping platform. The game itself looks gorgeous. Now, that's the way Nintendo's first-party titles always look. They're always really, really gorgeous. But my thing is, these games needed to be ready for this system. And they're just not. There's not a lot of content there for people to experience for when this thing first comes out. And, I mean, guys, that about wraps it up. That's my whole rant on the Nintendo Switch. Do I think it'll be successful? Maybe. It all depends. It's going to have two outcomes. One's going to be what I call the PS Vita way. Comes out, or kind of a mix between PS Vita and the Wii U. The Wii U, like the Wii U, it comes out, sells a shit ton of units, or not really a shit ton, but it bolsters in its first 3 months, and then it falls off of a cliff, and then it never comes back up. Then you're stuck with a system that's not being supported by third-party developers, but it is getting some indie titles and some probably pretty good ones from developers that really support this thing, like the PS Vita. Still a fantastic system. But it's not getting the support that it should for a console that's something that's being touted as a home console. Or it's going to be the best possible outcome, which I pray happens. The Nintendo Switch gets the creators from the 3DS and the Wii U, since they've already quit producing the Wii U system, and then they'll shortly stop supporting the 3DS as like games come over. They'll try to get more people on the Switch, hopefully, and bring the 3DS developers to the Switch, and then the Wii U developers to the Switch as well. I mean, good God. It's going to be great if they can pull this off. I'm very excited to see if Nintendo can regain themselves from this horrible console cycle that they've been in since, honestly, the Wii. I mean, it sold well, and there were some fantastic, phenomenal games on the Wii, actually, but the Wii U was a joke compared to that. Well, that's all I've got to say today, guys, and tell me what you think of the Switch, and if you think it's going to be successful, if you think it's going to be awesome and sell like millions upon millions and like sell like 70, 80, 90 million units, or if you think this thing's going to be a big-ass flop. I need you to tell me in the comment section below, guys. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and go check out our website, Sleepy Rat Reviews, where we're always writing articles and doing reviews on games, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Alright.